So today we are doing a spark plug replacement and coil pack on a Range Rover Supercharger is what it is. Beautiful truck, pain in the butt to do anything with. It is really, really difficult to get to anything on this guy. Basically, you can leave all this here. You got to take both the breathers out the way right here. Get them out the way on the ground. Then you can get access to everything else. All right, so I got stuff everywhere. Really irritated right now. This sucks. You got to be able to get this off right here. Let me show you how I did that real quick. Basically, all you got to do is you got to push something down. You pop those up right here. Then you can pull this up. Just get it off slack. Each one of these has a tab right here. If you look here, I've already started on this side, the hardest side right here. You can see these tabs. Let me zoom in so you can see it a little better. Right here, you got these tabs. I'm doing all this live, by the way. Welcome to the channel. If you've never seen it, make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to see more live auto repair, you push that back and make sure it clears, and you can push the tab down and you release it. All these tabs are really difficult to do. We have enough clearance though to get. We're going to get our first spark plug out. We're going to start the very back here is where we're going to start in the back. The first plug out, and we're going to go from there. So y'all can hang tight over here while I get to work because I got to get rocking. I got other jobs today, but I figured I'd go ahead and stream one. Why not? Right? Why not? All right, let's see if I can set you so you can see something here. How's that work? That's okay? Let y'all hang out for a minute while I get to work. All right, let me see if I can get in there. Got to get way on down the hole right there. Let me see if I can get you a better view. I don't think I can. So right now I'm going to go in and get the first one out, okay? Cool. It's a 14 millimeter, not your average one. We're going to use a 14 and a magnet is what I'm going to do. Figure that would be the best way to get it out of there. And I already got the coil packs out. They're going to be a T30 for each one of the ignition coil. T30. That's what I was using, a T30. All right, let's get rocking and get the back one out. I have not got one out yet, so I was just getting to the point where I was about to lose my mind. No, just kidding. I gotta get one out of here, though. See if we can make one out of here. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? All right, we're gonna go with the first guy down here, way in the back. Get the hardest one out first if we can. They're 14 millimeters, kind of a strange, odd deal, but we're gonna make it happen. Make it happen, right? So what I usually like to do is this. Really big pain to get in here, I'll tell you that. But we're going to take this off here all together. Take it off like this. I'm going to stick it down into the hole first. Then we can guide it. You don't want to drop your stuff down this car. You have a really hard time getting anything out of here, I'll tell you that right now. It really is not fun at all. All right, we're going to line it up, get that in the back hole if we can. It fits in perfect. And now we got a good grab on it. Let's see if I can get that out, or if I need another extension. It should be really close. I'm gonna have to give me another little extension though. Give me 1 second. We'll get him on out of there first. Alright, that should do it right here. I think I can get it with this one. It may be too long. Hopefully it's not too long, but I think this would be perfect. Perfecto. So I can get in here and get this guy out of here. All right, wish me luck. Gotta see where I'm going. Way on down in here. And I got 2 swivels on the end of that guy. Let's see if I can get in there and get her out. All right, let's see. All right, gotta line it up if I can. Then get it in place. Then we'll pop her on out if we can. All right, what I may actually have to do is get this guy on too and then stick this piece on later. I'm not trying to hook all these lines. You don't have to, I don't think. It's kind of a pain though. You may have to, but I'm not going to because I don't have to. All right, we'll go ahead and get that in here too. Whew, it's hot. I'll tell you that today. Getting really hot. It's just a pain getting in this car. Let me show you what I'm doing. Once I get done, I'll get this guy up in here next. There you be snipped it into place. You can see how much room we have, and it's not a lot. It's just enough room. So we can get down in there and get it out of here. Here, there's a lot of crap in your way. I'll tell you that right now. Should be able to swivel it up and get it right on out. Let's go ahead on in and see what we can do. I really don't have anywhere better to set you for now, so I'll just have to hang tight up here on this throttle. Let me see how bad the view y'all got. Is it too bad? Or can y'all see something? That is a little something, right? Yeah, you can see where I'm going. Okay, cool. All right, let's get on in there and get it out. Rock and roll time. I'm gonna use my icon because the left turning of the ratchet is better for me for today. This thing sucked already. I'm gonna lift it up. Everything is in my way, but I think we can do it anyway. Let's see, I ripped all my gloves to pieces 3 times. This vehicle sucks. No wonder it said it took 2.5 hours. It is not like the other models, I'll tell you that. Wish me luck on this one. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna make it happen, but still trying to do this as quickly and as efficiently as possible because I have other jobs, and this is really difficult to get into here and even get the ratchet on. All right, we're gonna get it removed. All right, we got a good grab. Let's see if I can pop her loose. Very gentle whenever you're doing this. You don't want to have a lot of play, but you got to get it out gently. So just take your time. I always love doing this stuff live. It's always dangerous, you know, because something happens, everybody gets to see me do it, right? On this very expensive car. I mean, SUV, whatever. All right, here's the real one. It's coming. I'm not trying to take this line off because it's a coolant line right there, believe it or not. And crap goes everywhere when I do that. That's like your bleeder line for the coolant, in case you were wondering. All right, let's see if I can grab it. I think we got it coming. Could be a lot of little turns, is all. And the flashlight's trying to come on down in there with me, too. It's like, why not? We'll hang out with you, man. Make your life even harder. Here we go. I got it coming. All right, so just take your time. It looks crazy, doesn't it? I do know it does look crazy. You can take all these coolant lines off if you want, all these air lines, but you don't need to. It's not that much easier. We got that rear one, the very hardest one out almost. Let's see how we're doing. Once you get it loose, you can get it with your hand the rest of the way. Now keep all my stuff in order. I'm gonna show you how I'll do that in a second. All right, so now we should be able to use our hand and get it out the rest of the way. Get me that off of there if I can. It's really on there good. Let's see here. All right, reach in here and we'll pull this wrench off if I can. Darn, there we go. Now we should be able to get it on out of here. Let's see. Man, I'm sorry, my back is killing me. It is such a terrible position to get to this vehicle ahead. I've never in my life seen a more pain in the butt car. Here we go, though. I got it moving now. I'm just turning with my hand the rest of the way out. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? Turning with my hand. I know with my hand to get the rest of the way out of here. And it's coming. It's real slow. Other ones I'm going to try to use my ratchets on and zip it out of there. You don't ever want to put it back in with the ratchet, but I don't mind taking it out with the ratchet. Sometimes it's easier. I don't ever like to turn them first turn with the ratchet, though. So let's go ahead and get this out of here. And then we'll go to the next one. Whew, I'll tell you what a pain. What a pain. It is so hot right now. I'm not used to the weather. It's not hot, but it's beautiful, really. But, I mean, it's hot right now because I'm not used to this weather, that's for sure. So, that one's almost out, I can tell. Getting looser. My glove is now ripped to pieces. My non-ripped glove somehow. All right, let's see if I can pull it out. Once we get it loose, whew, give my hand a break. Daggone. My old glove came off. All right, can y'all see where I'm at right here? Can y'all see right down in the hole right there? So, back up. Once again, this is a Range Rover we're working on today. Beautiful car, pain to work on, I will say that. And we should be just about ready to get that out of the way. Give it a few more turns like this is all. Then we'll pull it on out with the magnet, I guess. I don't think I have a 14 millimeter spark plug socket on me. I didn't realize these are 14s. Yeah, there are 14s on here, so 14 mil. Let's see now what we're looking at. I'll pull this guy out of the way without dropping it if I can. Wiggle that out of there, and then we're gonna go back in and let's say at the 14, we're gonna go back in with a magnet and get the spark plug out. Hopefully it's loose and ready to get on out of there. Hope. Let's see here if we can get on out the hole. And we'll look on down there. Oh, can y'all see? Check it out right there. That's where we gotta get it out from. You see it? Right on down there. Yeah, better view of the light. Right on down that hole. Right on down there. I can't see nothing. Can't. Yep, almost. I'll pull it out. You better see it, but trying to get you a better idea of where I'm at. Right down there where the spark plug's at, so you can almost see down the hole. Maybe you can if I get it back. There we go. There's the hole we got to go. So right there. There's the end of that spark plug tip hanging out. I'm going to grab it with a magnet and pull her on out of there. And hopefully it will be okay. All right, I'll sit you down here while I finish this part up here. And I'll show you what I got when I pull it out. Hopefully it'll come out now. Hopefully I got it loose enough. We'll see now. Oh yeah, I got it. Look at that guy coming. There she goes. Here we go. There is one. There is one. She looks pretty fouled out, honestly. But I've seen way worse. But that is one of them. That'll be. And what I like to do is I'll line these all up here, and we'll stick it in the guy right here. This is going to be first the rear cylinder on the left side. And we'll go to the next one and pop him out of there too, just like that. We'll go right on down the order, and we'll go to the other side after that. I'll show you on the other side how to do it all if you wanted to see that. Right here, I just had to get started because it was such a pain to get the things. And it is difficult now. We usually got to get going, and then I'll record after. Hey, got another one right here we should be able to get to pretty easy. A lot easier here than that guy, I'll tell you that. That one's out, and then this one's next. We got one here. Make sure we got the rear one already, which I did. Yep, the rear one's out. Got one here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the next one out of here. This right now is next. We'll go on in and get him out of there. Him out of there. And let's see. Pop it on in first like I did last time. This time. Probably can put everything together ahead of time. I don't see why not. And we should be able to get it on down the hole. Let's see here. This guy right here is the next one. Go right on in like that. And then once we get in there, pop it on out of there. Let's see how much room we got to work ourselves in. Yep, we're in there. Make sure we're loosening, which we're not right now. We're tightening. We're going the wrong way. We're going to fix it. Either way, I didn't do anything yet, so everyone will snap it loose just like we did the other ones. And here we go. Here's number 2. Just like that. As easy as that. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen all these right now. And I'm going to get them out with the magnet when I'm done. Okay, I'm going to leave them in because I had set it on the wrench. So it's really good to have a flex here. You see how I'm doing that? Kind of just go ahead and you can finish getting it loose all the way. When it's time for the wrench, you can pop it on out of there. And you know what? I get a better idea. I can just go like this and make things really easy on ourselves. All right. You can chill here for now. All right, just like that. And now this guy should be able to come out. Oh, got to get him back out of there too. I don't want to lose our stuff down the hole with this car. It takes forever to get the stuff out of here. I promise you that. It really is. And we got that out. Just about. And we can go to the next one here. So, next one up, we're going to go ahead and pull him out while we're on a roll. Why not? And it's still in there some. Oh, shoot. It is. It's not loose enough yet. I thought it had loose, but it's not. Got to give it a few more turns. See what I mean? The paint and get it back in there and get it all the way loose. Go ahead and use your hand. Your hand always to finish this guy up is what I would recommend. Just like this. So, get it back in there. Finish spinning with your hand so it's all the way loosened up. And we can pop it on out of there, no problem. All right. Almost got that one out there. What's up, man? Oh, how'd it go?
Oh, yeah, they're like, go to this store, go to this store.
Yeah, it's going okay. I'm just making progress, though. Rocking and rolling now.
And I'll put that battery in a second.
No worries, yep, no worries. All right, we'll get this next guy out here, and let's see if I can get him out. What a pain. Real nice customer here today. Funny guy. He's been real cool. Help me grab a few parts. He's done. Here, we can get him on out of here next. It is just no room to work. It really is not. Careful with all these hoses. You know, I don't want to break it, but you know, I don't want to undo every one. All right, we're definitely loose now. I should be able to get it all the way out. Let's see here. Now we're going with the magnet. We'll pop him on out of there too. Let's see if we can get him on out next. All right, grab it by the end. The magnet, we'll go on in and grab it and pull it on out, just like we did that one. There we go, number 2. Not number 2, but second one back. I'm not sure what the order is right now. I'm just rocking and rolling, getting this done. Here's number 2. And we're gonna go for the third one up on the set next. Third one up is gonna be right here. Third one up, and we'll get this guy next, right here. See it? There's one right there. Is the next one. And I did find on one of these coil packs, you can see the ignition coils. This guy right here. You see that curl on that lip right there? That's not good. It could be what his major issue was. Right there was the problem. I'm going to replace him. What I'm going to do for the next person to make life easier is I'm going to put it all right in the front right there. Make everything really easy. But yeah, what pain. All right, so and over here, kind of the same thing. I just removed this boot to give me more room. Then you got to push down on these and pull all this up like this. Pull it up. Gives you more room to work. This guy went back down on how it got hung back in there, but I got to pop it back up again. It'll be fine though, as long as you got some room to play with. You can pop it out of there pretty easy. That guy went back down. We'll free him up in a second. We'll get this side. Right now, I'm going to finish up the side over here. try to get everything loose, just get moving on it, that's all. We'll go ahead and get the next one out over here. Going on in like that, drop her in there, pop the next one up over here. Sorry, wrong way. I got to figure out what the firing order is on this guy. I never looked. They got limited information on these vehicles, they really do. So we're gonna lift this line up now to get to the next guy here, okay? Lift up the line right here like this, and then you're gonna grab it like here, and go like this. And let's see here. So, all right, here we go. If I can grab it like that, and just we're gonna crack it loose next. Here we go. All right, good to go. Got it moving. Once we get it by hand, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get both of these next two all the way loose, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take them and finish getting them out of there as well. There we go. All right, so we'll just go ahead and spin this guy. Go ahead and get it out of the next. That's all. I like to go like that. So I'm doing that because it's a flex head. We're just going to essentially get it as loose as possible. We didn't have to use our hand. You know, in the same way up here, we're going to go to the front now and do the same one up here in the front. And then we go to the other side here in a second. After we get this guy off, and then we'll go to the other side. So get him loose, crack him loose. We got the new spark plugs. We'll start tossing them in here too in a second. Here we go, and there's the last one. I always stick my stuff together or keep them in order so we can always check them later. You know, always is very, very good idea to do this. This guy's pretty easy to get to right here. So what I'm going to do is I got 2 ignition coil packs right here. These are the 2 ignition coils. I'm going to be replacing those 2 right there for this vehicle. Sorry, it's upside down, but 230559. So you got them at rallies maybe. Either way, that'll be fine. I'm gonna pop these guys right in here. I'm just gonna put them in the hardest spots. On the very back is where the new ones are going. Okay, that's how you want to do that. Usually, it's a good idea to do it that way. Put it in the hardest spot there is. Always is a great idea to do that. Let's see if can y'all see okay like that? Get you right here. Okay, there we go. Now we'll get this done. Go and loosen it all the way up. Now we should be able to take our ratchet and do the rest. I mean, just our extension and stuff, and do the rest and get all the way loose and pull it out with the magnet, and we'll stick it over with the other ones. Okay, cool. Anyways, there we go. If I can grab it now, if I can get it, yeah, it's loose. I can see it hanging down. Boom, there we go. There's another one here. Put that guy over here, and this one right here. And let's see if the one with the problem is the one with the problem. Let's see over here. And give it a check and see what's happening here. All right, did it. Oh, it ain't loose yet. Ain't all the way loose. I thought it might be, but it ain't. Not yet, it ain't. I got to get it a little bit more loose. It said, not quite. But go in and finish loosening it up. With your hand. That's why I said always want to do it with your hand at the very end. That way you can assure that it's loose and ready to rock out. Usually what you can do is you can tell when it's loose because it'll kind of be leaning over to one side. And that way you know. That makes sense? So if I go ahead and get in here like this. Ooh, what a pain. I gotta get in there better. I can't really see what I'm doing. There's no room. All right, so get it loose with your hand all the way. Grab the magnet and grab that guy out as well. Oh yeah, we still got quite a few more turns on that one too. You can tell when it's loose. There we go. You can kind of feel how that tool's doing that. Got your heads loose now, maybe we can. Oh yeah, so it's kind of hanging. It's not quite hanging. Maybe it's not loose. Oh yeah, it's loose. There we go. Here we go, slip it out easy, and there's the other one. That was the one that may have an issue. We'll see here. Compared to the other ones, we're about to give it a look and examine these 3. I mean, these 4. If you look here, this is the one that's got the curled lip on it. So all I'm going to do is take the one with the curled lip, and we're going to put the new ignition coil back here in the rear. Okay, after you put the spark plug in. So let's go ahead and just finish this side up over here. So I can kind of see what I'm doing over here. I'll wrap up this one side. Y'all gonna have a better idea what's happening. We'll get the new ignition coil because that's going to go in the very back since that's the hardest one to reach. That's how you want to do that one here. You can see they're not cheap either, I don't think. Probably not cheap at all, but you know, you gotta do. Not a cheap vehicle. You get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? I would never buy one of these, just saying. Not enough for what you pay, and the repairs are very expensive. 99% of people cannot work on these, I promise you that. You can see. Great shape. Looks really nice. We're going to put a little dilated grease where we need to on the tip down here. We're going to get our new spark plug. Give me 1 second. I'll grab that one. All right, there we go. So this was under customer discretion. We're going with the Denso. The Densos are not, they're $11, $12. I highly recommend not doing this, but that's what the customer wanted to do. It's got this crush washer on there. I'll show you how to get it in. This is going in first. Let's go ahead and get it up in there and make it happen. Now, any of my spark plugs, how you doing? Hey. I'm sorry, I'm doing a video. Yeah, I'm doing a yeah. So with any of these spark plugs, I put a little motor oil on the threads, just a little bit, just like this, and put a little bit of motor oil, just basic motor oil right here. Castrol GTX is regular engine oil. Put a little bit just around the threads only, and we're going to work this guy in the very back corner first and get him out of the way. This is both going in the back of that. So, like I said, we're going to replace the number 3. I'll show you here in 1 second which one we're replacing. Don't want to put that guy back in here for sure. So, I'm going to put it in with the magnet. Be very gentle with this. Don't want to drop his guy in the hole for sure. You'll never get him back out. All right, there we go. And real gently, in fact, I can't get this in here. So real gently go in. Just get it back in. Yep, just like that. And there you go. Kind of take the magnet and you just rub it off on the side and it should release it down into the hole. Then you gotta take this next. This is kind of what I'm using, 14 millimeter. I'm using a, see the one I'm using, how it's a, got that wobble extension, but it's also thicker because it helps to guide the spark plug better. What I'm gonna do is load this in here like that, and it's pretty simple stuff. Not really simple, but it's doable stuff. Then you just kind of go in there and snug up. You want to do me a favor? That way it won't blast me. Don't want to get hit with one of those sparks. Those ignition coils will get you good, but usually I can do it. It don't matter. It's up to you. If you want to put it back in there, you can. Either way. Yeah, if you want to wait, because I'm not going to be touching anything. Did they? Oh, what did they say about the battery? Did you ask them?
Yeah, they switched it out.
They said it was toast.
Yeah.
Completely toast. That's crazy. Yeah, you can go ahead and put it if you want. It's fine because yeah.
With all the other stuff.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, that's fine because I'm not even going to be anywhere around that. So everything I'm doing, I got everything unplugged up here, so you'll be perfectly fine with that. Yeah, I'm good to go because, like I said, I'm not going to be around anything that's going to torch me. Just don't start the car. That's the main thing. Don't hit the auto start or something. I've had crazier stuff happen. All right, so we're gonna take this swivel one and lower that back in gently, if I can get to it. It's a pain to get in there. I have to go underneath of that to get there, actually, because I don't have enough room up top. So you go underneath of that harness, I believe, is the only way to get to this guy and go underneath real easy. Yeah, like that. That's how I'm gonna have to get in there. Go underneath, and then go into the socket. That is a real big pain back there. I ain't gonna lie, that is a big pain in the butt. It is just no room, and I can't see. All right, so let's see here. Come on, get up out of there. I can't see here, dude. All right, we're gonna get it in now to the bottom. Oh, almost dropped that tool down there, so I was trying not to do. All right, we got a perfect view now. Perfect grip. Is that in the hole? I don't think it is. What the heck? Oh, I got it now. Okay, good. All right, now we can get it. Perfect. Always go backwards a little bit, and then snug it before you tighten this up. All right, we're getting it snugged up, and I'm gonna put it at about these really don't get torqued down to like you would think they do. They get more once you snug them, you just basically want to, there's a lock washer in each one, you just kind of want to lock that lock washer down. Very hard to explain. So you'll feel like it's snug and you want to give it like another 90-degree turn after you start to feel it snug up. Just to crush the lock washer in is all you really need to do. That should take care of that, no problem. All right, let me get my other tool down there and we'll get this in. Then we'll put the new pull pack in the rear. That way, nobody else has to worry about it later. And we get that out of the way. That's why I do that. Makes it a lot easier for everybody. Down the road too, somebody would be loving it. That way, if you got one go bad, you got the new ones in the rear, you're all in good shape. That makes sense? Okay. All right, now, got to be able to see to get down in there, which is very hard to see, but I should have enough room to get this back into this socket if I can. I'm going to have to go underneath like always. Yep, underneath, push it in the hole like that, and then snug it up with the socket. Very careful not to drop this stuff, because you got to go get it out of here if you do, and it's not fun. All right, now, we got it in there. We're going to snug everything up on this one. We're going to basically torque it to spec, and then we're going to move on to the next one after I put the coil pack in and tighten it down with the 30 Torx bit. Okay, see here? Got to put it on for this one. Got to make sure we're tightening, not loosening. All right, now pop it on like that, and let's see here. It's very difficult with this hose. This hose is such a pain. It really is. It's the biggest pain ever right here. Here we go. Okay, now. Just being very, 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 very careful because all these wires are here. And it's starting to feel like getting a little snug, but not quite snug enough yet. Okay, so now. Okay, now we're about time for the 90-degree turn because the crush washer's in place. All right, here we go. Let me make sure. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Got crush washer crushed down. Got that guy in. All right, we can get this back up. I'd like to do first is we'll take it off the wrench again. The ratchet. Stupid thing's home. Every time. There's just no room. It really isn't. So now, let me show you in 1 second once I get it out of here if I can. It is such a pain to get to. I'm going to take this part off first. I'm going to hold it down with my hand and pop this ratchet off the end. Like so. Gee. There we go. I got it. Okay. All right, I got it. What a pain in the butt. Don't drop the stuff down the hole. That's what I'm trying not to do. All right, that guy's in there good. And always take it out and inspect it once you get it in. And now we'll put the coil pack, initial coil pack in after. You can tell, you probably can't see anything, but it's down the hole right there. Really nothing you can see up here. So it's down there beyond all that, right in there. You can almost see it. Just trust me. It's right in there. I'm going to inspect it now myself. Snug it up. So give me 2 seconds here. That's what I can do here with that. All right, let me just take a peek at it, make sure it looks good. Not off centered or anything. And we look perfect. Let me make sure a better view on here. I got a really good view. Yep, that guy's in there perfect. Now we get our new ignition coil, which is this one. Put it in the rear. Don't mix them up. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of dilated grease real quick on there. And we'll get it better. All right, got my dilated grease. Put a little bit on each of these. And we're good to go on that one. All right, so we're going to save one of these old ones, actually, too. I was going to grease these. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second here. All right, good to go. And then we'll put a little bit on this guy here, a little bit on this little piece right here, a little bit there. You see that? Put a little bit on this right here. Like that. Don't get on the outside of that lip. And I just put a little bit here, not much. Just a little bit. Helps with the gliding of the pins. Like that. And then we'll pop this bad back into the hole over there. And always take it. Don't try to touch the outside of this part here, whatever you do. Okay, let's see here if I can get this back in. We got to just kind of guide it back in. Get that wrench out of my way and guide it back in the hole. And then we'll get it snugged back up here in 1 second once we snuggle this in. All right, we kind of got to go to the bottom on this. I remember how I took it out. Just in like that and slip it in underneath all that stuff and you should be all set, good to go. Okay, let's see. Perfect, perfect. Cool, cool, cool. So, let me take a peek on there if I can see in there. I can't, where is it? Yep, that goes in just like that. Yep, perfect, perfect. Okay, and make sure it's just kind of snug. Don't curl anything up. And just pop it into place. Woo, what a pain. What a pain. I got it in there though. It looks good to me. Then we're going to put it's the Torx 30 bit, put it back in. Let me make sure nothing's hanging in my way over here. There's all kinds of wires in my way. So make sure we get it plenty of clearance to go. There we go. And it should just pop back into place. Ah, that's tight. Hopefully that's the right thing. Is there all the way? I can't tell. Make sure no wires are underneath of it because it won't let me get it in all the way if it is, but I think we're good. Yep, we're good. There's the hole. Gotta just line it up now and push it in tight. All right, let's see if we can get that bolt back in from the top. And it's going to be a little bit of the tricky part is getting the bolt in, but yep, we're lined up perfectly. Yes, sir. All right, we'll get the bolt for it. And I got it just like that. Perfect. Yep, all good to go. Now we'll snug that bolt back up if we can. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get that bolt back in. This is a T30 going in, T30. Use your hands, I guess would be the best way, but don't drop it. You know, that would not be good. I'm telling you right now, don't drop anything in this car. It will have a lot of stuff to remove to get these bolts back out if you drop it. You're gonna have a really long day fishing this stuff out of here. All right, let's see, where is the end of that guy at? I can see something's in my way, I believe. Something underneath there, isn't it? No, it's clear. It's clear, it's just I gotta make sure that I don't want to get anything caught up on either. I'm trying to get in there. And we'll try to get it back in from the top. It's really hard to see. Very, 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 very hard to see. Just gotta kind of guide it in, which I did. And now I should be able to put it on into the hole. Very hard, difficult to get it perfect, but I gotta get it in there somehow. Wow, that's really difficult to reach and get into. What a pain in the butt. I'll tell you that. What a pain in the butt. So, let's see here. I can't quite get it in there. It is just such a difficult location to reach and get to there. Let me see here how we're looking down in there. I gotta get a better view. I can't really see where I'm at. Gotta get that into that hole. And it's a little bit off is what it is. It needs to go over here is all. And it ain't quite lined up. I gotta take my flashlight and line up the flashlight, I guess. Let's see if I can do it just like that. It just is not much room to work. Let's see. And I don't want to drop the bolt. That's the thing. Let's see if I can get it lined up a little better first, maybe next time before you get it in. It's falling down now. I see what it's doing. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this back up and adjust it. Now we'll just go ahead and snug it up, and then we'll have to adjust it once we get the bolt in somewhat, I guess. Here's the only way to do this on this car. There's no room at all. It really isn't. Now, I think I'm in there. I think I can go ahead and start snugging. Let me see. Yeah, so basically, yep, I did that right. So how I did that, you see? Kind of just stuck it in there. What I was able to do is this. Okay, y'all see? How I just kind of, I'm going to take it now and snug it down as I go. Like that, okay? Let me go ahead and try that. If y'all can get a better view of something. Let me go ahead and snug that in there. I'm going to get my long extension and my automatic power tool ratchet and snug it on. All right, so we got our T30. Now we're going to get our T30 and pop it back on in. And that ain't too bad. What a pain. My back is killing me already. We ain't even close to this. This should take care of any misfires, though, 100%. Let's see if we're good now. Oh, yeah, we'll go ahead. I said we got our T30. Here, we'll get on in there and we'll get a good visual and we'll snug her up. Snug her up all the way. And we'll go on down and we'll snug it up. All right, and let's see. Got it. Did I slip loose? No, I've got it. I can get it back online. Let's see. Here we go. Nice and easy does it. kind of look as you're going, and you just kind of see it going down. Very, 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 very. There we go. That's pretty nice. See, just make sure it's snug, which it is. Now I don't want to go too tight. I don't want to crack the plaster or anything, but yep, that should be perfect. All right, so that one's in the back. Show you how that guy looks real quick. Just like that. Then it's all snugged up, and we'll put the clip back in, and we're done with that one. See, that one's in the back. Then we got to fix everything else back in a second, but I'm going to at least get it plugged back into the actual ignition coil. You know, a second. We'll snug him back up, and that'll be all she wrote back here. In the hard spot on the car. I'm going to get that one out the way right now. That just kind of plugs back in here just like this. Just like that. Very hard to see. Yeah, you just slip it back in here. And you take it, and you just line it up, and you snip it. And you stick that little gray clip back into it, and push down. Push that clip in. It should pop right into place. Like that, yep. Just like that. Perfect. Just like that. All right, great. Great. All right, on to the next one. Whew. That one's out of the way. That one right there is no joke. That one right there is probably the hardest one in this whole entire vehicle, I bet. We haven't done the other side, but I'm pretty sure. It's got to be. All right, so we got next one to go. Get another workload. All right, and the same thing with this one here. I'm gonna take this one right here. That looks okay. Second best one. Oh, sorry. Can y'all see that? Second cylinder right here. We'll take him next. Already got him a little grease there. We're gonna put a little grease here, and also we're gonna put our engine oil right here on this. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the other two as well. While I'm doing it right now, put it on all of them. That's just regular old mineral. Nothing special at all. It just helps. I don't like to use that stuff. They always tell you to use anti-seize. That stuff's garbage. I hate using that stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get them all. Right now, while I got oil on my finger, get them all three of these guys. All four. So all four will be old when I get done here. Well, all right, here goes number two. You're gonna oil him up too, right on the end. Here goes the last one on this side. We're gonna go ahead and oil him as well, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool, great, good to go. And now we can get our dilated grease. And since we're going to be using this one, this is going to be number two. Up, we're going. I'm not going to mix them up. I'm going to put it right here. That way we know. That is the back one. It's going to be this guy right here. This one. We're using up here because this is the one that's damaged. And that's going to be number one up there. So, yeah, number one right here. So I'll get that straight in 1 second. But right here, we're going to go ahead. Got the oil on here and oil on all these guys. And we're going to put a little dilated grease around the spark plug again, like we just did. Oh, and the other one. There we go. Just like that. And we'll leave him there for a second. Let's go ahead and we'll get this guy into the hole and this guy in the hole. All right, good to go. So, same contraption we got. Go ahead and we can take the magnet if we need and lower it into with the magnet. Or we can just go ahead and probably put this one in. Let me see. How far is it down in there? I would go ahead and use the magnet and be on the safe side. You don't want to drop it, like I said. That is a really tight one here to get to, but I think I can get to it. Got to make sure you use the magnet to hang on to it. You don't want to lose it is all. Not down this car. It would take you forever to get them out, so be very careful with that. Keep that in mind. And let's see if I can get it in. Oh, it was trying to slip out of my hand. It really was. I felt it trying to. Always use a magnet just to hang on. In case it does try to slip and I can't see where we're at, I got to see where the hole's at, which I should be right around it. I'm very, very close. And there we are with the hole. Oh, shoot, it's trying to fall. Don't want to drop that guy. Oh, it's such a tight mess. All right, I got it, though. I'm going to get my magnet back out just to line it up. And we'll get it right down in the hole now. I want to drop it in as gently as possible. You don't want to break porcelain or damage anything, right? Here we go. Almost got it. Now we're in the hole. Now, there we go. Now we can go ahead and go to the next one. And what I like to go ahead and do while I'm on a roll is I just drop the other two in as well. Got them already out, ready to rock. We'll just put them in the hole where we're at. Here goes the next one right here. Go ahead and stick with the old magnet trick. It seems to be doing pretty well. Put this guy in this hole right here. Oh no. Dropped you guys. Oh, here we go. All right, give me 1 second here. Oh, making a mess. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Is that a little better? No. That was not good at all, was it? All right. Anyways, let me get this guy back in real quick into this one right here. With this flashlight here, I can see better probably. All right, we got to get this guy in here. We should be able to just take our fingers and get it in here, actually. Yep, perfectly done. Right in the hole it goes. And we got one more that goes in the first hole. Oh, slipping everywhere from the oil. Be very careful with that. And the last one goes up here. So, right up in there. And I'll show you how I did that in 1 second. Boom. They're all in holes. All in the holes. That's what she said, right? Right there. Got them all dropped into place. We're going to snug them all up. That guy's quiet, kind of hanging out. You see how it's kind of coming out of there? Oh, now it came back down the hole. All. What a pain. Yep, now it fell back in. You see that? All right, now we're in there. All right, let's go ahead and get all these snugged up and we'll put the coil packs in and we'll get to the other side. Almost done. The rock and roll, though. Running out of time here. Maybe y'all can stay there. Hopefully it'll be nice. Be good. All right, good to go. All right, cool. All right, next thing's next. And we'll snug this guy down. Let's go ahead and get our funny little tool here we got. A contraption we made up. And we'll go ahead and snug him up next. Is all. Can't wait to get to the other side. I really cannot wait. All right, that's just too long. We got to take the end off like we always do because it's just too much. Too much going on. And it's not enough room to get around this wire harness. That's what the problem is. Go ahead and pull the wire harness up. When you snug it, you want the wire harness up as you go. That's all. You just go ahead and snug it on up like that. I'll see how I'm doing that. Just kind of snugging it up like that with my hand. All right, we're pretty snug with it by hand already. So now what we can do next is we're going to go ahead and take our other piece to this. And we're going to stick it on to the end of that guy, and I should be able to hold it in. You should be able to snug it up with that, no problem. I'll just sit you down for a second again while I do that. There's no way I can do my hand. All right, can y'all see a little something? I think you can. Okay, that's the best I can do for y'all right now. Let me see if I can get it in there, and if I can, we can snug it up. That's a really tight spot to work right here with, but I can get to it actually perfectly. So we got it in. Now we can snug it up with our ratchet. Like so. Make sure we're tightening, which we are. Got on tighten them up, and we'll just give it a quick snuggie. Just like these. There we go. I feel it getting snug. Okay, we're about there to where we can snug it up all the way and get it torqued down properly. And we're going to crush that washer down as well. Just like that. Let's see. Yep, just like that as well. And nice and snug. We got the washer torqued down. We'll pull the whole ratchet back out and we'll double check to make sure it's in there good and tight. And next coil pack going in. And we can tighten it up. All right, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is just knock them all out. Since I'm already got the tools in my hand. When I get sparkles in, we'll snug the rest of them up. We go. Make sure it's in there good. I'm just verifying from looking at the hole. It's very hard to see that. Very hard to see on this guy here. With this. Oh yeah, shit's in there nicely. All right, next one's up here. It's pretty easy to get to. Honestly, that's not bad at all. Work the same way we did the other ones. Snug it up with our tools first and then go to the ratchet after, like we always want to do. All right, this one you can just stick it right on like this. So, like I said, don't drop anything. We did good, not dropping nothing this time. We really did. Same way over here. You see what I'm doing there? Pretty easy stuff. Snug that up like that. Like I said, make sure y'all like and subscribe if you want to see more live stream auto repairs. I get down all kinds of different vehicles. It don't matter. I do them all. We're going to get it with our hands snugged up and do them all live. So ain't no games, really. Do everything right from the get-go. most of the time. I just start a little bit lubricating these harnesses to pull these off. That's all I did on this video. I will show you why. It is very hard to do, and you have to be very gentle with everything. So we're going to get this tight we can by hand, and then we'll torque him on in, basically crush the washer like we did the other one. So now briefly while I do that, all right, I'll go on in, and we'll just snug up. Like I said, tighten that washer. We'll put each one of the coil packs back in, put everything back over here, put everything back, and I'll show you how that goes back. And we'll move to the other side. There we go. Feels good. Just like that. Okay. That's good to go there. Got that one in. We got one more to go in the front. And then we'll put every little piece back and put all the little wire harnesses back and the snips back. Everything will be back perfectly when I get down here. So this one goes in the front. There's also a tab up here too I undid. I'll show you to make your life a lot easier when you're working on these guys. It really is a whole lot easier. All right, the last one in the front. Let's see if I can get in there. What a pain. This was going to give me some trouble now. Wow, what the heck. All right, last one up here. We're ready to rock. Same way. Stick it in. Torque it by hand. We got 3 more ignition coils we got to put back after this. And then this side's essentially done. So, hang tight. I'm rocking and rolling as fast as I possibly can because I've got 2 more jobs. Somehow I'm going to try to get done everything. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, but I'm going to try. All right, so you can get this side done. You can get the other side done. I promise you that. I promise you that. They're both a pain, I won't say. I've done way harder, way more difficult ones. It's by far nothing. So irritating though, because it's just everything's tedious. Got to get it just right, you know. It can be irritating, that's it. But not much other than that. So you see how I'm doing the last one? I'm just tightening it by hand right now. Snugging that guy up by hand. And then, what the heck? All right, now, go ahead and we'll torque him down. I think I got the other one back over there, didn't I? Yeah, I did already get him. Same way here. Go ahead, and we'll put each one of the coil packs in. In the same order, too, like I was showing you a second ago. I always do that. Same way. It's the long ratchets, you don't want to get too crazy with it. Don't forget, it's not very tight. Maybe like 38 inch-pounds, maybe. Mainly, you just crush that washer. Once you get it on, you crush that washer. And that is good. It should be it. Really should be it. All right, that guy's tight. Good to go. Verify I got him, because damn if I can remember at this point. Make sure that I got him. I'm pretty sure I did. Just want to make sure. Yep, we're good to go there. And we're all set. So now, we can go ahead, put back in the other 2 coil packs. The other one's kind of a pain to get to as well. And then we can wrap this up on this side. It is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, we got everything oil put in there. We just need to put a little bit of dilated grease on each one of these. Remember, we have 3 of these left. This one right here goes next. I've already got him ready. Put him in the back here. Inspect these 2 when you get them out. Make sure they look okay. And this guy's good to go back here into this part right here. There's a little hole. You got to wiggle up to the bottom, though. There's no way to get to it any other way. So you got to go up and then like this. Let me show you. Just like this. Always make sure this part's up as well. And also grease down there. Make sure this part's up. Go up and in like this and pop it up. Like so is all. And once you get it in, you can kind of finagle it once you get there. Make sure you find your hole, which I kind of lost my hole. I can't see it right now. I lost the hole. It's in there. I know it is somewhere. Very gentle with these guys, if you can be. Wow, hang on. I'll put it down. I got to find out where the hole's at. Hang on. Let me see here. All right, I can't quite see it, is all. It's right there. I'm a little bit off, just a hair off to the left is all. Not far at all. Just a hair off to the left. I can't get in that one. All right, now we got it. Tight squeeze, I'll tell you that. It's tight. All right. All right, I think I got it now. There's really a lot of work on your arms and your back, I'll tell you that. It sucks. All right, now we can flip it around like this. And we just go ahead and pop it on in like that. And that's another one in. All right, and once we get that in, we'll line it up. And then we'll put the clip in back in the back and put the screw in there too as well. So go ahead and we'll clip it in first. Just like I showed you how I did the other one, pretty easy. Clip it on into the place. Make sure nothing's getting pinched, put the gray clip back on once you clip it in. Gray clip's got to go back over, go. Just like that, and push it in. Just like that, yep. All right, that guy's tight, that guy's tight, that guy's tight. Now we got the next one to go in. Then we'll worry about the screws after we get all 3 of these in. I think is the way to go about it on this one. So we're not using this one here. Oh, don't let that fall. That would not been cool. Let me put it on the ground for a moment. All right, so one of these had a curl in it, but I've already put the curl down there. So next one on the list is going to be this guy. And got the one that's curled down there. Put a little bit more dilated grease in here is all. And a little bit in this guy too is all. And that'll be a wrap here, just about. So give me 2 seconds. All right, so next one's going to go in here. Goes right back in here though. And make sure you get enough room. Same way, we're going to lift this part up right here and go under. It's all go up and under. Go up and under that guy. Same way, up and under, like you're doing all the other ones. And just gently put it into place. And pull back gently on this part. And it should allow you enough room to gently guide it in there. Gently guide it into the holes all. Real gentle. And up and in you go, just like so. There we go. Got her in there too. And we have one more up here in the front to go on. Go ahead and snug this clip up right now while we got it. Just like this. Let me show you real quick. Then y'all see here? Let me show you real quick. I'm going to snug that little clip up there on the harness. What you're going to do is just take it and really you can plug it in first. I don't like to do that. Take it like this first. And just take it and push that gray piece in like that. You see how I push it down there? That holds it in there all the way. And make sure you can pull down. Nothing's holding it. And we'll put the screw in the bolt that holds that in there, and that'll hold it in perfectly tight. You see that? All right, cool. And we got one more right here. This is the last one here. Actually, go from the top on this one if you want. And there's the other clip. So go ahead and get that guy in. Pretty interesting stuff, I know. Pretty interesting stuff, I know. All right, last one. Just gonna gently just drop on right into the hole. That's why I said you got to undo it and do that little tab right here and free it. That'll give you that extra room to glide this in a little easier right here. So it really does help. And in she goes like that. And the same way with the clip. You clip it in place. That's it. Not too bad. What a pain. What a pain. So here we go. We'll just snip it on in there. Same way. Push the little gray clip in. And boom. The hardest side on this car is done. And then these pieces all got to go back in here like this. Take them and push them back in here. Is where you pull off. We first want to put the screws in before we do that, okay? Then we go ahead and we got them all clipped in. And we should be able to put the screws in. We got to be very, very careful with this part. It's kind of a pain. Got to just kind of let this hang. And we'll start with, I guess, the third one back. So it's kind of a pain. It's the hardest one to do right there. We'll get that guy in first. We got to line that up the best we can and just get into that hole is all. All right, let me see here and kind of get it lined up. And we'll have to set you down while I do that. All right, man, I'm dripping bullets out here. It really is humid. I didn't All right, so now let me get this last couple screws with y'all. Okay, so we got one guy here. And we'll put this right in here next. Hopefully it'll go in nicely, you know. I can barely get in there. Instead of thing. Once again, it's going to fight me the whole way on this stupid thing. I'll tell you that. I'm going to have to go up here to the front probably to fight and get in here. Probably line it up. Maybe easier to hold, I think, and get in at the same time, which I think it is. Go right over the top of the motor in the front. And then push down this tab and then just gently finagle that in there is all. Okay. Don't drop it. Like I said, if you drop it, it's a bad, bad day. Bad, bad day. All right, I found the hole for it. Gotta keep my fingers real steady. I'm just going really, very, very steady. There we go. And I feel the hole. Can I get it to the other one? Nah, I missed it. I missed it for sure. It is not quite lined up. Got to be a little higher, that's all. I can see where I'm at, though. Gently pull it up. Some is what I'd like to do. Then we can kind of align it and then lower it down. So. Let me see, is that lining up a little better? I think it might be. Let's see. What a pain. It's kind of not going to go. I slipped over to the side again, darn it. All right, almost got it. Here we go. That time I got it. I can feel it. Yep, perfect. Got it that time. Get it with our hands as much as we can. And you know one so well, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one just like this. Laying like this a lot better on my back as well. It feel a million times better on my back, I'll tell you that right now. Alright, I'll go ahead and snug him up, make sure we're in there tight. Can y'all see how I got it in? Let's see, yep, right there. It looks like it's in the hole, like it should be. Yep, there's the other one. That guy went right into the hole pretty good, didn't it? That's where the screw's going into. We got this guy up here and that guy over here. That's the last two we got to do. Oh yeah, good to go. And then we'll put all the pieces back for that, and we'll be ready to rock. Ready to rock. All right, let me snug it down with this. Go ahead and just gently snug it. We don't want to get crazy with this pork ratchet. Whatever you do, just gently snug it up. I know how much force to use because I use it all the time. I would not do this at home. All right, that guy's all good to go there. We got another one right there we got to get in, and then one more. And then we'll put all the little harnesses back, and we'll bust the other side out pretty quick, I think. All right, that was pretty nice how that ended up after all the miserable part was done. Because getting all this stuff off has never been done. I don't think it was really hard to get everything loose at all. That was the hardest part about this whole job here. Getting this stuff all undone is so dry and old. Yeah, I mean, just hot because it's a supercharged vehicle, never been serviced up here before, so you know how that goes. It went amazingly smooth. And next time, whoever works on it in the future will have a lovely time because I put the new ignition coil in the very rear of the engine. That'll be wonderful, somebody. And he just got two, so that's fine. You can do them all, but really, I always tell people you just really need two, honestly. Having a little trouble getting this guy in. There we go. All right, get it with your hand. Once you start it with your hand, so take the ratchet and just go real slow. Or use a hand tool if you don't know how to use a ratchet properly. It's up to you. But I won't always do what you feel more comfortable with doing. If you do this enough, you can probably use this. You just have to think. I'm just getting snug. Then I'm taking over with my hand. So watch what I'm doing. So I can see as you get tight. Now just give it a slight force on your down. Real gentle now. There's snugging it. Snug, I'll give it a turn. Check it. Perfect. You don't need them real tight. You're not there to crack it off of there. You just want to get it nice and tight as all. All right, one more to go on that side. Okay, you want to see how that did? That one too, perfect. One more to go right here, and that's the last one. Phew, and I can rest my back for 2 seconds, and I'll rock the other side out. And have any questions? Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. One more to go. Don't drop it now. I'm on a roll. Don't drop it now. Whatever you do. I've done that before. You get on a roll. Get lackadaisical, and you drop something. That is never good. Especially when you're in it, your back's getting tired too. It really does make things a little bit pain sometimes because you start rushing. You're like, yeah, you're getting so close to the finish line. Then that one mistake is all it costs, and you're fishing for that boat for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 days, who knows? Or you got to go to a new one. You can never find it. There's so many trays on the bottom of this car. It's crazy. There we go. Last one in. Last one in. Last one in. There we go, looking perfect. All right, give it a nice snug. Just like that. And that should be all of them. Make sure everything looks good and tight. We'll snip everything back into place if so. Let me see. All right, let me check it out. I think everything looks really good. Nice and tight and snug. I'm going to make sure it all lined up. It's tight, not moving. Yep, really nice, really good. So, now, go back through. Each one of these go right on here like this. They just kind of push back down right into place. You can pick the whole thing up. And you get the whole thing up like this, and you line it back up. Start with the back, always, and then slip it back onto the grooves. So that one goes there. If I can get it in, it's so tight, you'll have to see. Barely can get to it, but that goes right there. Ah, I just missed it. Darn it, I'm so close. Right up in there. There we go. You see? All right, that one's in good, perfect. You see how it slipped into place right there? Slip it right into there. It's got to slip into place perfectly. Got to just slip right into there. Can y'all see I did that? All right. Like I said, I did unhook that. I put it right back because it had cooling out, cooling everywhere. And you don't have to take it off. I did everything without taking it off. They all just snip back in perfectly. You hear it click? Yep, just like that. Make sure you get the back one in. Make sure no hoses have come undone where you've been over here working. Make sure all the wires are snug. Double check your work. None of the fuel injectors are loose. Make sure they're all snugged up. Very important. They are. They feel really good. And checking right here. These all feel tight and snug. This is back in tight. And back up here, this just goes right into here. The little wiring harness loom. I just popped mine right out of there for that. It goes right back in. So voila. And to get a little heat shield, you check this, make sure these are all tight. That goes into here right here. You see that? You just pop that into there. Literally goes right into here. It just pushes down into that tab. Just like that. All right, let me see here. And then this all goes onto the other thing. I'll show you in a second. We got to slide in the other piece of stuff. Make sure all your pieces are tight and snugged up, which we are. Get off my arm. Okay, there we go, and we should be fine. So, check your work down here, your handiwork. Make sure you didn't drop anything, which we look good. Brake cleaner cap down there, but I can worry about that later. All those look pretty snug. All the connectors look good. Just double checking my connectors. We look pretty good. The back one. 2, 3, 4. Yep, they all look good to me. All the little white pieces have gone shoved through all the way. Let me make sure that one is shoved through, but they are. They're all good to go. And make sure your connectors are tight on the fuel injectors, and we're all set. So now, this piece right here goes back here. Let me show you this guy. This guy right here. Y'all see this? We gotta put this guy back into here just like this. It slips back in this crazy little hole right here like this. And it just slips back on in there and covers up everything. So usually I stick it to the side. Now, I can't quite remember how this came off. I gotta recall properly, but it just kind of slides in perfectly is all. I think it has enough room for the backwards one to pop out, maybe, or the front one maybe to pop out. One of the two. Probably goes like this if I take a wild guess. Oh yeah, it does because of how the line is. Let me just see here, so give me a second. And if I can get it to stay, I'll line it up. There we go. Cool. All right, we just stick it in. Then you just kind of lay it on back in there like that. Should be all. And I think it goes this way, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I think it does, because I think this line goes in here. Is all right? All right. I didn't think so. And we'll see in a second if it does. All right, like this. Let's see. I don't think that's right. Maybe I got it upside down. Hang on, hang on. Hang on. No, we're right. This goes just like this. You see how that goes into there? Can you see? Just like that, and you pop that into place. And that should help hold it on, too, but it goes into this little home right there. I'll show you in a second. Just line that up, as I like to do first. And then get the rest on. And put it into place. Just like this. See? Hang on a second here. Hang on a second here. What am I doing here? I can't. That's not gotta go in there just like that. Let me see. Is it upside down, maybe? It might be actually. You know. Let me try it the other way. I don't remember it coming out like that. It was low. I think it probably does go the other way. We'll give it another shot and see what happens this way. It's kind of strange. It's only going one way. All right, hang on. My back is killing me. Probably just do this side. The other side I'll show you. It's pretty easy though. I don't know. This is tiring. On my back. Give my back a 5-minute rest after this because it's killing me right now. I've been doing this for too many weeks in a row now. It is getting to be a lot of work. All right, let's see here if I can get that back in. I definitely don't go that way. So let me check those out. All right, so let me get so if you look at this side right here, this goes like this, and this gotta go like this. Thank goodness. So look at this. Engine oil goes up there. Yeah, so it is gonna go this way. I know exactly how it goes, just like this, because I remember how I took it off. I had it right. It just didn't quite seem like it fit for a second. I didn't have it. I was overthinking it. That was all. Just tucks underneath these wires right here. Up underneath here. I forgot about that. Yeah, just like this. Goes like this and steps in just like this. See that? That is pretty perfect how that went in there. And it just kind of goes up around the front of the motor. And it goes right into place. Is all. Kind of make yourself a little room. Wiggle it forward. And pop it right into place. There you go. Just like that. Cool. Here we go. And it pops up around here. And like that. You can snug it up around there. And you can pop this guy in here. It goes right in here like that. And you pull it on up like so. Like so. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Just like that. So you see how that went in? There we go. Now we'll get the back one all the way. Make sure we don't have anything getting caught back here. I feel like something's in my way. There we go, I got it. Okay, perfect. Perfect, and this pops right in here, just like that. Y'all see that? All right, just like this. That goes in just like that. It pops up to the front, that's all. That's just how it goes. That is perfect. That piece is for there, and it goes out, and this piece back here goes out here. Make sure everything is snug. I feel like I mentioned something in the rear. Yeah, this pops into a little clip back here. I knew I was. Yep, just like that. So, and you put it in here like that, and that goes like that, and this goes like that, and that goes here. And this has a little thing on it right here. You can hook it around here, and it goes and holds onto this. See? Or it can go actually maybe right here. I can't remember which one it goes to. I think it goes right here, though. And it just goes down here, and it's kind of like to hold this little hose to the side is all. And it kind of holds that hose right here. That's all. Just like that. Yep, just like that. You see how I did that? Voila. Perfecto. Perfecto. Everything's snug back here and all tucked up higher like it should be. Feels like it's a little bit off. You gotta make sure it's snugged up. Yep, I got it that time. Perfect. All right, now we are good to go there. It's just hard to tell because of how it is, but yeah, it just kind of lays there like that. See? So this needs to go into place over here. Just kind of just sets up here in case you need to have it setting, because when it expands, it'll grab on. This is a little home for it, and this just goes on the other side. You can see how that comes off here, and the same thing over here. So, pretty simple stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and slam this side out real quick. It shouldn't be that bad at all. Now these have these down here. So these on the bottom. Should make it a little bit easier actually, but hopefully this side will be a little easier, because that side right there is terrible. I'm about to go look right now to see which side the worst side was. I think that side was terrible. It was not fun. Oh man, I've never in my life had a spark plug change take so long and wear my back out like that. Either way. Sorry, that was a miserable job. Anyway, I'm gone. If you found that helpful, if you like and subscribe. Show you what I'm using. This is for a Range Rover 2016. Basically, you can see everything I did. Once again, it's a T30, I believe that is. See? Yeah, T30. For the spark plug bolts, the other side, the other direction. That covers off there. And then you just pop these off. And you pop these off. These are like an 8 or 7 mil, I believe. You take both sides off there. And these were the ignition coils that I got. All you got for me to put on, we just put in 2 in the back, 220559, import direct, auto part number, and a little bit of brake cleaner never hurts. Just clean up your mess with it all. Cut it a little bit, clean up all the little bit of oil going to come out of there, and that's a wrap on that side. So, anyways, that's a little bit of oil put on there. Here are all the old spark plugs and the other. Sorry, here's the one ignition coil that I changed. You can see that curl on that. That's why I changed it for. You see that? Got curled up. Here are the spark plugs. They definitely needed to get done. You know, I didn't get the expensive ones. He didn't want to, so I didn't. I don't really say anything really bad about them, but it definitely could be where his issue was at. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of this in there, and wrap up the other side. I'm gonna rest it back for 2 seconds, but this side, you know, same way essentially. If you have any questions, like I said, leave in the comments. But I'm going. Let me show you the spark plugs I used. I would definitely prefer to use NGK, iridium, double iridium platinums, or whatever you call them. So these are the ones I got. A little cheaper. They probably do okay. That's what he wanted. So 471241XEH22TT number 4. There you go. That is another kind you can use. Like I said, these are supposed to pop back into here. And you're done. It's the only part you really got to move out your way. Other than all these clips, you can finagle around all that for the most part. And you can move this up out of your way too. See how I have all that tucked out my way back there. So anyway. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going.